Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. All carry-on items should now be stowed securely, either in an overhead bin or under the seat in front of you. All electronic devices should now be turned off and stowed, as they may interfere with the aircraft's navigational and communication systems.
It's Julian out here in Bangkok, Thailand, and in this video I'm going to share with you a really popular tourist destination which is called the Airplane Graveyard out here in Bangkok. And you can currently get in for anywhere from about 200 baht to 300 baht per person. It just kind of depends on the price for the day. So it's not going to be the same for everyone, but just keep that in mind. If you do want to come out here, that's the approximate price to get into the Airplane Graveyard. As you can see out here at the Airplane Graveyard, we're located in a very large field, and look how gigantic the plane is. And you got to be careful too when you're coming up here, especially if it's raining, because it's a pretty slippery climb, and it's actually a pretty small hole that you have to climb in. So if you're kind of a big person, you might not be able to fit in this hole. So just keep that in mind if you do come out here. And also, if you come out here when it rains, you got to be careful because it's very muddy and slippery. And there's also 2 other planes out here to keep in mind. Yeah, and it's pretty cool because the large airplane is actually not 1 level, not 2 levels, but actually 3 levels.
As we leave the gate, please make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, lift the top of the buckle. Remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is...
Hey, so I wanted to introduce you to my 2 air hostesses over here. Very cool. And thank you so much for my coffee. Something that I do want to mention is if you do come out to the Airplane Graveyard, you have to be very careful, because if you fall right here, it's not going to feel too good. So just keep that in mind. And one thing I wanted to mention is there's not much parking around here, so it would be wise of you to try to find a parking spot nearby and then walk to the location. Used to it be another plane directly at this location, but that is no longer here. But let's go check out the other 2 planes. We do got some chickens out here too, and it is very muddy. And as you can see, this is the outside of this plane right here. Pretty cool seeing it up front. Very muddy right here. Yeah, so as you can see, it's super muddy out here. My shoes are ruined and it is slippery because of the rain. Well, let's go and check out these 2 planes. Hopefully there's no snakes. I haven't seen any snakes so far, but who knows what's out here. So this is the first plane. Well, the first plane is actually over there, but this is the second piece of plane rubble. It's much smaller. I'm not sure the history about this plane, but I'm thinking that this is probably a pretty bad crash, because this plane definitely looks in worse shape than the larger plane. And this wing is very slippery. So we're gonna go check out the other plane. This is the last plane here, and it looks like it's the hardest to get to. As you can see, There's a lot of foliage. I don't really know what to expect because I never came here before. I am now inside of the plane. This plane is definitely the hardest to get to, but for YouTube, I will do this for you. Very cramped, very small. I think this might have been just a normal jet. I don't think this was a jumbo plane or anything like that. Very eerie feeling in here. I don't hear any sounds of snakes or anything like that, so that's good. Bathroom is no longer in service. Got some ping pong paddles over here. Very cool. Pretty cool view right there. Hey, so I just wanted to share my thoughts about the airplane graveyard and whether or not I think you should come out here or not. And in my personal opinion, I think it was a very unique experience. I've never experienced anything like this myself. Like I said, something you got to be aware of. It's going to cost anywhere from maybe 200, 300 baht per person to get in, and that is per hour. So that is not for 2 hours, 3 hours. They do charge per hour, and it is important to know that they are pretty strict on that 1 hour mark. So if you get close to that 1 hour mark, they're gonna give you a warning and say like, hey, you're getting close to your 1 hour. And then at 1 hour, they're gonna tell you that you gotta go, or you have to pay for an extra hour. So that's just something to keep in mind. They are pretty strict about that. And something also to think about if you do wanna come out here is check out the weather, because if you come out here during a sunny day compared to a rainy day, you're gonna have a much different experience. I came out here when it was raining and the ground was very muddy, very wet, very slippery. But at the same time, it was kind of a cool feeling because it almost kind of feels like kind of that anarchy feeling, kind of like a Fallout, end of the world kind of feeling. And I thought that was actually pretty cool. And if you're trying to get those types of shots for your Instagram or for your modeling portfolio, I actually think that this place could be a really cool place to take some really amazing photos and get some really amazing footage. So my end thoughts about this place is I definitely think you should look into coming out here. I would say don't come out here by yourself. If you do come out here, make sure you come as a group, maybe 3-4 people. You might be able to negotiate the rate down a little bit if you come out as a group. And also, I think it might be a little bit safer too if you do come out as a group, just in case if you fall in the airplane or something like that. So I'm glad you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you again soon. So thank you so much for watching. Like I said, the name of this place is called the Airplane Graveyard out here in Bangkok, Thailand. If you're interested in coming out to this location, the link will be in the description below. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.